anytime, now.
Hello and welcome. The next Enigame is about to start and we can hardly believe it. This is a 10th Enigame and the hype is as strong as ever over here at headquarters. We have many first-time puzzlers on board, so as already customary, we will use this opening stream to explain what will await you in the next 2 days and give some tips on puzzling and a short tour on the newest features we've implemented. So what is Enigame? Enigame is a team challenge. It's a puzzle and a team challenge consisting of logical and creative puzzles and riddles. And it will be partitioned into 3 episodes. Generally, puzzles get harder the further you advance. And solutions will be one or multiple words or numbers or emojis. So you're expected to, in every puzzle, to find a solution and then put that in the answer box, and you should expect it to be a word, several words, numbers, emojis. The first episode will start in half an hour, so 5 p.m. Central European summertime, and it will probably last a few hours. The second episode will start tomorrow at 11 a.m., same time zone. Although you will only be able to start the second episode if you finish the first one. So if you want to give the other teams a healthy head start, you can, of course, start the first episode only tomorrow, but you will only be able to continue with the second episode once you finish the first one. Likewise, the third episode will start after the second one, and there will be a 30-minute mandatory break for you to catch a breath, to maybe stand up, take a lap around your chair, eat something, things like that. So 30-minute mandatory break after you finish the second episode before you will be able to start the third one. We will expect second and third episode to last the whole day, but there's also still time on Sunday, although we might be a little bit slower on support from the AnyTeam side on Sunday. And I should remind you, episode 3 will be hard. But in the end, remember, the real challenge is to beat the game. So, as you have seen in our trailer, this event revolves around time. And next up will be Kusa with some more tips.
So thank you, SBA, for the welcoming words. As usual, as many of you know, I will give you some quick tips for puzzling. Now, many of the long-time players that I also see in chat might think, meh, but when you're stuck, I can really recommend going back to the basics before, let's say, trying to walk down New York on Street View and looking for pumpkins. And yes, we did that for several hours in a hunt, and yes, it was completely unnecessary. Fun, but unnecessary. So if you're stuck, try taking a look at the rules and info page to find a list of possible things that you might want to try, and going through them and thinking about it and if and how they could map to the problem you're currently on might actually help you if you're stuck for several hours. You can find, as many of you know, automatic decoders for almost anything on the internet, but again, be careful that you find the correct one and don't work with a faulty or incorrect decoder. So there's no need to decode Morse by hand these days. Might be a bad example since most of you will probably know Morse by heart by now, but yeah, you get the point. As always, team communication is the key here, so we recommend using a shared notes on the Enigame website or set up a short Enigame, shared document on Google or somewhere else. This time around, switching to the answer field from the shared notes should hopefully be smoother than last time. And if you have a good idea, really try to communicate it to your team. So you might think, sounds like work, I might be too lazy to do it. But your team can help you if you think that. So maybe I'm just projecting from myself onto others, but try it. Nevertheless, as I said, talk to your teammates at all times. And as many of you have expected, we have some brand new features this time around, which Tao will now show you.
Indeed. So, if we remember the winning meme from last time around, I think you had some issues maybe with the volume level of things. And we thought maybe we can help you a little bit with that. So to make your ears not go deaf once again, we added some sound controls. So on the top right on the speaker icon, you can now individually select the sound levels for everything, including the sound that you have set for your team, if you have set it already. And you can also mute everything once again. So thank you for the feedback. We hope that this will resolve this issue for you. If you have further feedback for that, please let us know. Next. So sometimes there's like stuff in a puzzle that's a little bit small and you can't not really see. So for that, and that's probably even especially a problem on mobile. So for that, we have included now an option to actually zoom in the page a little bit. So here in the middle, there's something that's very difficult to read, but if you zoom in a little bit more, that makes it easier. Zooming works currently with touchpad controls. So if you have that, you can use that. Please do not zoom in into the shared notes. That can break stuff. We are working on that, so. And last, we noticed that sometimes there are a few things which are difficult to check if you have everything correctly. If we just use like this Eureka-based systems, like for example, like matching things up, or like having stuff that's like very uncommon that you wouldn't put into the answer box. For that reason, we included now a nice little feature which we labeled progress check. So this will show up on the right-hand side. Yeah, like this is like supposed to match stuff, and you can click on the specific check and enter what you think is correct, and you will get then a direct feedback if you put in the correct word for whatever prompt you put in there. This is not intended to be brute forceable, so there will be a rather long cooldown for that. So use this at your own discretion. This is not available for all tasks, but for some where we thought it's useful. We would also very much welcome if you give us feedback on that. If you like this feature, if you should get rid of it, if you want to have more of that, please let us know. And that's it for new features this time around. And now I will head over to BMAT.
Exactly, because this time around there's always a meme competition. So please send plenty of memes using Eni's meme command, and fun is always best when it's shared, so please do so. The community will vote on a pre-selection during the end stream, which is taking place on Sunday, 20 o'clock, Central European Summer Time, and all memes sent until 2 hours before that will be taken into consideration by us. Of course, as always, there will be honor, glory, and also a prize. But more on that in a couple of seconds. In case you're not a meme person, but rather keen on arts or crafts, please send them as well, because We will also give out prizes in 4 categories in total, namely for meme, for the best meme video, for the best artwork, and for the best craft. And in case you have anything prepared or come up with anything which doesn't fit any of these categories, we might also create a new category along the way. We really love your creativity, what you come up with each and every time, and we are very much looking forward to what we'll see from you today and in the whole weekend. Being a tradition by now, the prizes will be collectible keychains for the top 3 teams and for the winners of the different contests. And all prizes will only be shipped if the shipping costs, of course, are reasonable. So now over to Orion with some more remarks.
Yeah, thank you. So you've already asked in the chat. So far, 180 teams have registered. And we have over 180 players on the website. And on the Discord server, there are over 2,600 registered users. So you see, it's a very large community, and these numbers will even grow more during the next few hours. If you're new, welcome to the gang. You're now part of a very friendly, very enthusiastic group that is so much fun to be in. And to keep it this way, we will moderate the public Discord check for accidental spoilers and for rude behavior, which virtually never happens. But our community is growing, and we will never tolerate bullying or any form of discrimination. We will be very strict on that and delete inappropriate comments and memes. Please feel free to ping us on Discord if you notice anything of the sort. And a final item on the agenda, as you've noticed in our announcement on Discord, or if you visited the Enigame website, we have founded a company for the community event, which is about to start in a few minutes. Nothing will change, but we just love creating puzzles and puzzle hunts so much that we wanted to bring this to companies as well and, have more puzzles in the world. So if your last team building event was kind of boring or the social event at your job lacked some puzzles, we can help now. All right, it's almost time, I think. See you back here on Twitch for the Finnish stream on Sunday evening, 8 o'clock German time. Good luck and have fun with the hunt that's going to start anytime.